We're recording.
Oh, we're recording!
Live action.
Live from the home office, literally.
A half 4-part room.
You'll finish it eventually.
One day. I moved stuff around at least. I got stuff. There's only my hope chest and the art bin, and I don't know what that other bin is, and other old art crap. So we just gotta finish tearing down the walls.
I know, we put this office together, and I still have, like, just extra paperwork to get rid of and sort through. So it's just, like, these shelves back here are just covered in, like, binders and recipes and old invoices and stuff I don't need anymore. It's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Well, I guess if this is the first one, we should do an introduce ourselves thing.
Go ahead, Twin.
For people that don't know who we are.
Who doesn't know who we are, but go ahead.
Hi, we're conceited. What's that?
We are not conceited.
I am a florist and Fern and Carl Design over in the Space Coast of Florida, not in Orlando, like everybody likes to think and hope and wish that I was, but I am not. I am over beachside, where the beaches are, and the rivers. I am not landlocked, but yeah, weddings, special events, everyday arrangements, and I'm heavily tattooed. Whee! Yeah. Ready to go.
All right, go. All right. I'm Vanessa. I own Sweet Miss V's. I make custom cakes and dessert bars and teach classes. Right now, they're all virtual because everybody's stuck at home. But we do live action classes. Live action? Does that even make sense? Whatever.
Live action.
Who cares? Whatever. So we are by Orlando, although everyone thinks and hopes that we are on the Space Coast, but we're not. We are landlocked. We got the rivers and the springs over here. So, booyah. And I have a couple of tattoos, but I'm not heavily covered. Okay, put your leg down. That's weird. So strange. So we started this podcast because we're twins and we talk every day and
we have a lot to talk about.
We have real life things to talk about, not just work, not just being artsy fartsy, not just being an entrepreneur, but life.
Yeah, we want to talk about anything and everything. So we don't really have subject matters, but maybe a general guideline. I don't know. We'll figure this out along the way.
We'll figure it out. I think right now talking about things that we're doing around home, because right now is the middle of the pandemic, would be good. Yeah. So clearly we both like to work out. We like to be outdoors. But right now
I'm real frustrated in that right now because there are no weights anywhere. And I'm about to make my own goddamn weights with water jugs and filling them with sand. That's what I saw. Because
put them on broomsticks.
Well, yeah, there's that too. But like lifting heavy things. I like to lift heavy things.
Yeah. Well, I like to do heavy things and then take like a yoga class, and all the gyms are closed. Cool. And I gave all my free weights that I had at home because I don't work out at home anymore. I gave them to my younger college sister. Awesome. The day before they put us on the stay-at-home orders. Literally the day before. And then the following day they closed the gyms and said stay-at-home orders. And I called her. I was like, can I get those back? She's like, no, don't be an Indian giver.
Oh, like, rude. Even trying to look at a medicine ball, like I wanted to get like a 12-pound medicine ball, and I was like, all right, I'll holler at Amazon and stuff, even though I was like, oh, everyone's ordering from Amazon right now, this is going to take forever. Well, it's not going to be delivered until May or June, or they're completely sold out. There's only like 2-pound, 6-pound balls available, and that's obviously not enough. So.
No, everything's gone. Even, like the dartboards and the ping pong table, like everything's gone. People are stuck inside, so they bought all the fun stuff. We have throwing knives. We have that at home. So maybe I'll just become a professional knife thrower.
That only sounds a little scary. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You sound
okay. Fine. First one, and my headphones died. Woo!
Not a big deal. You're coming in clear.
I got my rollerblades though, and I definitely want to use those. It sounds so stupid, but part of my issue is that because we live on a gravel area, I'd have to walk on my rollerblades to the actual pavement part, and I feel real silly doing that, so I haven't done that yet.
Why don't you just carry your shoes to the end of the road and then just switch them?
Guess I could do that too. Put them at the end of Mr. Lynn's driveway, or at the end of his fence or something. You just hide them.
Yeah.
And then have the restaurant workers that are across the street just like sit there and watch me and be like, hey guys, go rollerblading, bye.
Bye, see you later. I don't have rollerblades. I broke my arm rollerblading when I was 7.
I'm coming to find there are a lot of people that are not about the blade life because of injuries that they had when they were real young. I actually have a scar, you can't see it, on this knee.
It's colored. You can't see it.
Is it on this one too? You can't see that one. That one's just old. But I have a scar on this knee. Of a time when I went rollerblading when I was in like 5th or 6th grade or something to my friend Jenny's house. And she lived down the street. And I was looking over at like this weird like dip reservoir thing that was full of just grass. This guy and his dog were playing. And I was too busy watching them while I stepped over the stick and that was in the sidewalk with one foot. I thought I stepped over the stick with my other foot. I did not. And I absolutely just fell flat on my face. And I, some reason, dragged both knees like when I was getting up. And this knee had, was completely covered in blood and gravel. And then this knee had one teeny tiny little scab, and it was like, boom, blood, like all the way down my shin. So I continued to skate to my friend's house because I was like, well, I said I was going to go see if she was home so she could play. And her sister opened the door, and she was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, is Jenny here? And she's like, no. And I was like, okay. So then I skated back home. I didn't want my mom to get mad at me. So I tried to like clean myself up outside before I ran inside. And like, then I tried to put like 100 Band-Aids on my knee. And then she asked me why I had so many Band-Aids on my knee.
Okay, well, mine wasn't like that.
I didn't break anything, so.
There's a skateway place, like an indoor skating place here called Cimarron Skateway. And I was at a birthday party. And I had to be older. No, I was like 7 or 8 because we hadn't moved yet. So we lived in Altamont, went to Cimarron Skateway for a birthday party. And I brought my inlines to the skate place instead of the 4x4, like the actual skates, you know? So I brought my inlines one because I like those better because I used to go around my house in the neighborhood all the time with them. And I was like, it was like speed rounds. And so I was like speeding around the corner and this girl behind me was going faster than me, but she couldn't control herself. So like as we were in a turn, she like was going too fast and like couldn't stop. So she just like ran into the back of me, and then both of us went flying forward and onto my own wrist. So I had 2 bodies on my wrist and I broke it. So, yeah, it was bad. I broke it. I like finished the party like this, like skating around, and then my mom picked me up and she's like, why are you holding your wrist like that? And I was like, well, I think I broke it. It really hurts. And she's like, oh, but you were at a birthday party all night. You didn't call me or tell me that something was hurt. I don't think it's hurt. Well, then like 2 days goes by where I don't use it at all. Like I'm not moving it around. And she's like, you're still favoring it? I'm like, yeah, it freaking hurts. Took me to the ER. And they're like, yeah, it's definitely broken. She's like, oh. I thought she was just, I thought she was over exaggerating. Oh. Yeah, good job, Mom. And then I had to wear a cast. I was in elementary school, obviously, and I didn't want to wear the cast because I played sports and it was hot and it was stuffy. So I would like shove things down the cast so that I could pull all the cotton out, and then I could slide the cast off in class. And my teacher caught me one day and she was like, what are you doing? Why is there a cast on your desk? And I was like, something got stuck in it. And she's like, go to the nurse, take your cast, go to the nurse. I went to the nurse's office and she's like, how did you get it off? And I was like, just like this. So I got in trouble for that too.
Well, knock on wood, I have never broken a bone.
Lucky you.
I mean,
Lucky you.
I've had my surgery, but that's about it.
I've broken both wrists, and then in my ankle, my left ankle, I was leaving work. I was in college, and I was a server. I was leaving work, and the little sprinkler heads that like pop out of the ground at certain times of the day, it had popped up but didn't go back down. It got caught on mulch, and I was leaving, so it was dark out. It was closing time, and like all of us were leaving. We were gonna go hang out afterwards. We're walking through the mulch, and my toe went underneath the sprinkler head, and I didn't see it obviously. So like I stepped, it went underneath. I took another step, and I rolled over it while my foot was still caught in the sprinkler, and you just heard pop really loud, and it tore all of the tendons in my ankle.
Gross.
I had to have surgery. It didn't break any bones, but that recovery was not fun. I had to wear a walking cast. I had to have one of those little wheelie scooter things for a while.
Oh my God.
And then I can't wear heels still. And I was 21. So it was a while ago. And like my foot, like your foot's at like the 90-degree angle. It won't flex forward very far just on that leg. It hurts.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I'm an old lady.
Yeah. Even though we're twins.
Twins. Yeah, I know. My youthful self.
Well, what else is preoccupying me are my chicks.
Yeah, the new chickens.
Yeah, they're getting bigger. They're flying around a little bit. It's a little scary.
Do you still have all of them?
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself because we have all of them. Cheerio was the one that made me nervous because she kept getting pasty butt. She kept clogging her butt up, and she couldn't. So, because there was one day where I was watching her, because I just go sit out there and I just watch them, which I learned is good to have your presence like constant with them and stuff like that, and also so that they get to know your voice. But I was watching her, and she like made this like guttural chirp, and she'd stick straight up, and she's just like. I was like, what is going on over here? And she did that like 3 times, and I was looking at her butt, and I was like, that does not look good. Like, it's not like smooth, fluffy butt or anything like that. Like, it was like, looked like poop was just like caked on, just like bam. And so we got it all cleaned off and stuff. And then she pooped while I had her in the paper towel, and she still did the crazy chirp, but at least it came out. But it wasn't like a jet stream, but it was also kind of like hard and stuff. So I was like, and then now she's running around, but she's the smallest one, so she makes me a little bit nervous. But because there's definitely the one that looks exactly like her is Oreo. That one is bigger, and then I think Sage is big too. So those two are kind of like the biggest ones. But I was reading all kinds of ways to like make them friendly and stuff, and Justin said too that there might be a possibility that they say that they're all females, but there is the off chance that there might be a male mixed in there. Then I learned how to identify that in the chicks. If they have the little like little thingy on their nose, the little flap thing, they have that now, then they're a male. But if they're all like smooth beaks, then they're all girls.
So do you have any that have the flappy flap?
I don't think so, but I like kind of like glance at all of them, but I don't think so. So
you might have a boy somewhere. He's going to have a hen house.
Don't need no cocks around here.
You might have one. You never know.
Justin and Java are already outnumbered.
Well, we have a female dog and a boy cat, so we're equal here. Which is funny because when we first got Shaggy, which is the cat, John was like, no cats in the house. He's an outdoor cat. He's always been an outdoor cat. He's not going to be in our house. He's going to stay in the yard, blah, 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 blah. But he's always the one that you find that's like, oh, this is a good boy. Oh, but he's on my lap. He's in the house, but he's on my lap. And they fall asleep together, or he lets him sleep in the bed. I'm like, hello, what happened here? You were all Mr. Tough Guy. Didn't want a cat. Didn't want to keep him inside.
I love when they break their own rules, because then I catch like Java in the bed or something like that, or even Bali in the bed, and I'm like, I thought that they weren't allowed in the bed. You want to be a Grumposaurus and holler at them, but then next thing I know, you're taking a nap and both dogs are on the bed. Weird.
Mm-hmm. I let Lily on the bed, but Lily's only 22 pounds. She's a small dog, and she's always lived on the bed. She's probably on my bed right now.
Yeah, they're probably wondering why they can't come in here with me.
Because they're rowdy. They are some rowdy dogs.
Java has his inflatable cone on right now, which I think he secretly loves, because that dog snores like an absolute human when he has that thing on. Because it's like, it like props his head up and it's soft.
It's like a mobile pillow.
Basically.
Hey.
And he just lays there and then he'll fall asleep and he is snoring so loud, it is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Come here.
And then Bali, she doesn't really snore, but man, she gets jealous when he has her bone. And it's like, you have 5 other bones chilling around. Why you gotta have that one bone? She sits there and she stares at him and she like and starts whining and just like looking at him.
It's like a competition. Hey.
I'm not supposed to be yawning.
Sorry, I went running today. That's my new hobby, running.
I will say I can't. I really liked having Laurel's program, because it made me feel like I had something to do, whereas like my days are just like, what do? I don't know what to do with my hands. So ever since stopping that, so it's been almost 2 weeks now of not having that, and I'm just like,
So why don't you do it again?
She's actually going to have another enrollment on the 15th, which is also April's birthday, and when I need to file taxes, because I still haven't filed taxes.
I know, I was doing my mileage today to finish up my deductions, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have not been doing this, and I have a lot to do. Crap.
Pro tip, if you're going to be in small business things, write down where you drive everywhere.
I don't have to do that. The app records it for me.
Well, if you then get the app and do it that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, this app.
What app are you talking about?
I highly recommend it. It is by QuickBooks. It's called Self-Employed. It looks like, don't look all my red buttons, but it looks like the app.
What are your notifications?
Yeah, there's a lot.
I have.
These are all my notifications.
6,682 emails.
Well, in my personal email account that I never check because it's like a lot of advertisement junk.
Yeah.
There's 2,170. In my business account, there's 200. On my Facebook, there's 14. On my business Facebook, there's 34. Yeah, there's just a lot, and I can't get to all of it in one day. So
I don't even know because I have both Gmails accounted for, and then because before my notifications, because I have like my business hub, before my notifications said 6,666.
But a lot of times when I leave them unread, and that's why the notification shows up, is because it's like an advertisement, or it's like from entrepreneurs.com. They have a new webinar, and I just leave it. So it's not work emails that are involved with clients. It's just in my work email address, but it doesn't mean that it's a client that's emailed me.
No, yeah, because 17 Hats sends you the one that says, your contract has been signed, a payment has been received, your quote has been accepted. That's cool. I would really care not to get all of those, because then right there from one person, I've got like 4 emails.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it would just send it as one notification instead of 5.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then when they pay it, I get the notification from 17 Hats and from Square. It's like 2 emails for one payment. But what can you do? I didn't invent it. But yeah, the QuickBooks Self-Employed app is what I log all my mileage in. So it automatically, like if I hit the app when I leave for a trip, it automatically calculates the route. And then I have to then go later and just put what the reasoning was for the trip. So I'll put down deliveries, or I'll put down supply run or consultation, or, you know, whatever. So that's the part that I haven't been doing. So it's logged all of my mileage. I just have to go in and fill in the reasonings for all of them.
That's real handy, and I feel like I should really get on that train because I definitely am not.
It's great. I love it because I used to just take the invoices and have to figure out the mileage myself and put in the address to and from, and that was just annoying. So it puts in the addresses for you, and then it also puts in the mileage. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can show you. Oh, I can really quick.
Is it really windy over there?
Not really.
It is over here. It has been the past 2 days. It makes me feel like rain's coming, which I guess technically on Wednesday it's supposed to come.
Technically.
Also, probably why my allergies are all out of whack right now.
Yeah, mine were terrible yesterday, but I think that's because I went running, and while I was running, it was like a pollen shower in my face.
I really hate running. That's why I'd rather rollerblade. It's like something better to do than running.
I don't like it either, but it's getting me out, and it's making me work out, and it's just getting me outdoors.
I'm real proud of myself. I got a Fitbit.
All right, so let me show you really quick.
But I got a Fitbit.
That's good. I have an Apple Watch, so it automatically goes to my...
I didn't want to conform that much.
Here you go. This is what I got. So it automatically does the address and how much deduction you would get, and then you just click. Let's go to one that's not reviewed. All right, so like this. So that's the starting point. That's where I went. It tells you how much the deduction is, tells you what the full mileage was, the date, that's how long it's been.
Yeah.
Well, that's the last one that I didn't do. So then you go to, you do it under business and not personal, and then you put the purpose. And then you save it. And then when you go to all, it'll do 2020 all. Right now, that's my total mileage deduction for the whole year. For 2020 right now. So then your tax up here for your tax for the June 15th, it'll take this from this quarter and put it up here and deduct it from here. So right now, this is what my taxes are due after I've already put in all of my mileage and all of my transactions for supplies and bills and all of that stuff.
Hey, refer a friend, give 50%, give 30, whatever. Refer a friend. Hi, hello.
I know. I'll have to send it to you. I don't know how. I think there's a link.
It says refer a friend. Click. Boop.
That's how I do all of my mileage, all of my. So it's also linked with my Square account, my business checking account, and PayPal. So anytime a PayPal invoice gets paid, it automatically puts it in there so that it calculates, and you don't have to like keep transferring things. It does it automatically, like all your transactions, if that makes sense. So anytime my business account gets hit for like a cell phone bill or for my liability insurance, it automatically deducts it in QuickBooks because I put it as a rule. It deducts it as insurance. So it puts that under deduction, and it automatically calculates all that stuff for you.
Right. 17 Hats kind of does that, where it kind of guesses like what it's for. Like Walmart, it usually is like office supplies or something, which it always isn't always, but.
Right, but as long as it's deducted, then you're fine.
Taxes.
I love it. I swear by it. And then when you need to file everything, because QuickBooks is a part of TurboTax, you just click, and it transfers everything and sends it all for you.
Why do so many people have issues with TurboTax? They're like...
Because they probably try to do just the free one. And the free one is where people mess up because they're taking liability themselves instead of using one of the accountants that works for them. Because TurboTax has accountants that you can talk to. People are lazy. I don't know.
Yeah, that too. Well, holler at refer a friend and send me that ish.
I'm going to send it. You know what? I'm gonna make you a small screen on here in the corner, and then I'm gonna go to Reefer, click.
You know what I want to do when this is all over?
What?
A pedicure.
Yeah, for real.
But I cut my nails last night. I did do my nails, my naily nails, last night too. I put polish and I even put a clear coat on. I don't normally do that.
I have not done my nails, and I've let my toes breathe, and it's amazing, actually.
I never did get any kind of like weird acrylic gel, whatever stuff on my toes. Just give me regular polish, please.
Yeah, I don't do the weird stuff. I do very normal. But
I've seen the indentions though on my nails, like from when they were grinding and everything like that, and I'm just like, come on, can you please get out of there because you look real weird.
I just like.
It's also scary how much they grind away.
Yeah, I don't like it. Not to be like weird, but when they do like your toes, if you leave the nail polish on too long, it starts to like deoxidize them or something, and it starts to turn color. So I took all my nail polish off, and just my nails are just growing like weeds, and they're super clean, and you know, just boom, shared.
Okay.
But yeah, they're getting long too. Well, for me, long. Because I work with food, I don't really have long nails.
I have long nails again after keeping them basically short because of water and stuff for flowers. So, it's weird because I have nice nails.
Mine are thick, as you can see them, but they're like, I've always had thick nails.
It reminds me of that Lizzo song. I like big boys, itty bitty boys, thick boys, pretty bitty boys.
Listen, as soon as this is all over, we're all gonna be Lizzo, getting our hair washed, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
Feeling good in here. Yeah, I mean, can't see it here, but my Spanish grays, they're there, very much so. And then everyone's like, oh my god, I got my first gray hair, and I'm like, girl, I've been getting those since I was like 20. Shut up. That's cool. That's fine. Whatever.
I don't.
I have quite a few. And when I like braid my hair, when I take it down and I actually braid it, hoo 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 hoo.
And my hair used to all be this color, this lighter. When I got it biologed last year, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna grow it out a little bit.
So my hair
these are all my natural color up here.
When I was in middle school, my mom let me dye my hair, and we parted it smack in the middle, and we did blonde chunks. So then when I pulled it up, I had this like one like super blonde patch kind of like right here and then like here and stuff. And I had that until my sophomore year. And then I did I loved my sister's hair because it was like jet black. And I was like, I want jet black hair. My mom's like, no, and we did it anyway. But the lady she always liked to throw purple like in there somehow a little bit
as like the undertone.
So like when I got it done and it was all straight, and you know how it feels and everything when you get your hair done, it's all super soft and you can never recreate that feeling again. I remember seeing it in the sunlight and it had that purple, and I was like, I don't like this. So we went back and like she made it like black, and I was like, yes, because I was still super emo with my band t-shirts, and I only wore jeans and Vans and studded bracelets and like the big ball like chain. That's what I did. And then my mom said that it was too dark, so we had to lighten up. And then I went to Misty and got like red underneath, Like from here, like down was like red, so like the back of my hair would be all red, but this was all like brown still and stuff. I did red, green, which ended up looking like moss and algae, and it was kind of gross because after you wash it a few times, it just looks like it's like mold or something, and it was weird, and that was bad. We'll never do that again. I can't remember. I don't think I did blue, but I did red because I like the way that red looked.
I've done blonde. I've done red. I've
Like your
done
whole head blonde?
Almost. I mean, it was like sandy blonde. It's not like it was like bleach blonde. I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
It was like more of a golden. I've done that. I've done the red. I've done light red and like a deep red and then like an auburn red. So like the two different. Black, brown, obviously. And then I've done where it was black on the front and then it was hot pink underneath. So like my hair was like this length. So all of this was hot pink, but then everything over it was jet black. So when you pulled it up, it was divided. But when it was down, you just could barely see the inside of it.
I really want to do like that silvery color, lavender color, or something like that. Like I think that'd be fun. But that would cost so much money and take so much time and look so weird in the process.
Yeah, especially with how much hair you have.
I don't know if I could trade that many flowers for that long a time to somebody if everybody wanted to trade. That's a lot of flowers.
Well, my girl and I trade off. Like I make all of her family, like she's one of 3 kids. So I make all of her family's birthday cakes. I made her sister's wedding cake. Like we trade off all the time. So
that would be
it's time for me to cash in my trade.
Yeah, because then we always try to give my hair a healthy cut. I mean, I need to wash my hair right now. My fro daddies are out control, like real bad. I did a video the other day on Instagram, and Leslie replied to it, and she's like, "Oh my god, so funny!" And then I like saw in like because you know it sends you like a freeze frame almost from them replying. My head was turned to the side, but like all of this was like puffed up, and I was like, holy crap, I didn't know my hair looked like that bad. I'm so glad I finally threw on a headband. Jesus Christ. She's like, I didn't notice that. I just noticed your face. And I'm just like, oh, my hair is out of control. Then, that's why I hate my hair. But I won't cut it. I refuse to cut it. And Justin's like, all you do is wear it in a bun. And I'm like, I'm never going to cut it because I'm traumatized from the one time that it was this short because it went. But my mom, did I tell you about that? My mom was cutting my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell it again. My mom was cutting my hair, and I was in the 3rd grade. When Christmas comes out, the ornament is there, and we were in the garage, and a cat went by. She was cutting my hair, because she always cut her hair. And when I was like, Kitty! At the same time that she cut, so she cut weird, and then so she had to compensate for it. But because my hair is naturally curly, you know, it was like this short, but when it dried, it jumped up like 3 inches. And so then I felt like I looked like a boy, and I hated it, and I was like, I will never have short hair ever again. So that was why I will not do that. But we always try to give it like a fresh cut. But I'm like, I want to see if we can grow it like real long down in my butt and stuff. But Missy's like, fresh cut?
Yeah, no, don't do that. No, don't grow to your butt. That is what we refer to as the hoe zone. Don't do that.
Oh.
The longer the hair, closer to the butt or past the butt, that's the hoe zone. So the longer the hair, the dirtier the girl.
Wow. Why? How did this come about?
It was just like a thing that we said out in the country, like, oh, she got hoe zone hair. Oh.
Hoe zone. Oh, my Lanta. I thought it was just hoops. The bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe.
Not in the country.
The hoe
girls
zone.
Don't wear hoops like that.
That's definitely a new one for me.
No, it's the hoe zone.
Because, like, right now, I'm not even going to take this out. It'll keep its form right now. But it's quarantine, so who cares? Nobody's doing anything fancy.
Nobody. That's why I'm wearing glasses.
I'm curious about the magnetic eyelashes. I have mixed feelings about them because, you know, it's magnetic liquid eyeliner, but that close to your eyeball? That just
it
seems,
has
that
to
seems
be
scary.
tested before they can put it on the market. So I don't
No.
think it would be terrible.
Yeah, I know, but part of me still is just like, what if you got some on your bottom one? Or you were a weirdo and did both for whatever reason, and then you're like, boop, can't see.
I don't think it's that strong of a magnet.
But do you see them videos where they be pulling them off and they're all like, boo?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my sister-in-law and I tried to do a video with magnetic lashes one time in the car, and neither one of us could get it to stick. Like it wouldn't, the lash would not stick to our face. I don't know why, but it wasn't working. She would get like half of it on and it would just be like flopping in the wind.
TikTok has me so addicted and stuff. There are ones where like guys are doing what is it, Yzma from Crunk?
Oh yeah,
from Emperor's New Groove.
Uh-huh.
And they like take like pipe cleaners somehow and they're like, oh, the lever, crank, wrong lever, and then they like come and they're like all down and stuff, like they're wet, and they're like, why do we even have that lever? But boys get very inventive with like lashes and stuff when they're trying to make fun of them.
Yeah, they'll take like the tissue paper and tape it to their eyes and go outside and be like, when a girl gets in the wind.
Yo, I saw a girl, she was a cashier at Walmart. Oh my god. She like I don't even know, but it was one of those ones where you were just like, honey, your eyelashes are combing your eyebrows with how if you blink they're like combing them.
And they don't even look like eyelashes. They look like pieces of plastic that you cut. Like it doesn't even look like a lash. It looks ridiculous.
Also, too, I am excited that I never got into the, like, make my eyebrow real super crazy thin and stuff, because, not to make fun of everybody, but all the ones that did take them and go real tiny and small, now they're having problems because they're like all the hair's coming back and stuff because they can't get them threaded or they can't get them waxed off or whatever. Nope.
There's this thing called a pair of tweezers. It's old school, but
you would not believe how many people are just like, oh, I can't wait for my threading or something, and I'm just like, but you can get tweezers and get in there, can't you?
It's not like you have 50 hairs that grow in one day.
I used to get made fun of, well, about a lot of things, but about my eyebrows.
I didn't. I barely have them.
Well, because mine were so bushy.
No, I never got made fun of for that.
I got made fun of for my bushy eyebrows. I got made fun of for my deep voice. I got made fun of because I was always hanging out with the guys.
I didn't get made fun of for those things. The only thing that maybe I got made fun of was when I was in elementary school, for whatever reason, I got really tall really fast. I'm not a tall person by any means. Not. No, but I was this height by 5th grade, which for a 5th grader is huge.
Amazon.
Like, how are you 5'5" and you're only like, I was as tall as the teacher, you know? So that was the only thing that people were like, you're really tall.
When we first moved here and I was in 5th grade, I will never forget it. This girl was just mean. Just straight up mean. I will not name her because who knows if she's still in the area. She was mean. And she sat across from me, and that was when our desks were like individual desks and all in clusters and stuff. So we were in like a 4-person cluster. And she sat across from me, and she's like straight just like kicking my legs underneath the thing. And I'm like, that's me. She's like, is it? And just like kept kicking me and stuff. I'm like, you are just mean, because she made fun of me. She's like, why is your voice so deep? I'm like, in my head, I'm like, why are you so fat? Sorry.
And I hope she's watching this. I never had those problems.
If you didn't get picked on, you weren't doing something right. Isn't that how it goes or something? You ain't got haters. You ain't doing it right.
But like, I was never a part of like a set group of people.
Neither was I.
I think that's, yeah, like I was part of the jocks, but I was also part of the ROTC kids. And then I did weightlifting, and I did cheerleading, and I did lacrosse, and I did auto. Like, I wasn't in one category. So I think that's why I never really got made fun of.
I think everybody just knew me because of my name.
Yeah, that's true.
My hair is so crazy.
Well, you need to get it under control, girlfriend.
I should wash it today, because then that's the other part. You gotta wash it according to the weather. It was so windy yesterday, and I was just like, holy crap.
It was windy?
Stop yawning.
I can't help it. I went running today. I told you, and I'm exhausted now. It was windy yesterday. I thought for sure it was going to rain. I was like, oh, it's going to rain.
That's what I thought, because I got paranoid about the chicks. Because, yeah, yesterday was Easter. I texted our neighbor, and I was like, is it raining? And she's like, no. And Justin's like, they're chickens. And I'm like, but still.
Yeah. And then today I went for a run this morning thinking, okay, if I go in the morning, then it can't be hot. I sweated my butt off the entire time. I was like, good Lord, how is it so hot this early in the morning? Yesterday was nice out. I left the doors open yesterday. Like, I left the sliding glass doors open, and I left the front screen door open so that we, like, had a cross breeze. It was great. Today, nope. Let's shut everything down in the house, close all the curtains, turn all the fans on.
That reminds me, we went, man, Justin was a speed demon yesterday. And he's like, nah, you know how it feels to drive with you? And I'm like, okay, excuse you. But we went down. He's like, is it this street? And I'm like, mm-hmm. And he's like, nope, not this street. So then we had to go back out. And like, because he does what he does. He just drives down random streets. Of course, that's also how you figure out where the Fizbos are. Because when I'm on deliveries and I see like a for sale by owner, I immediately text him and I'm like, Fizbo, and I try to give them the address or the street or something. And there was this one street, like I didn't even know this place existed. And it's right off the side of US 1, but it's got a concrete wall along the side of US 1. You can't hear US 1. And I was like, this is so cool. Because it's kind of like a wind tunnel. And it's got a bunch of trees and stuff, but it just sounds so nice. And there was this house, and I was like looking at it, and I'm like, I like that porch. They got the windows open and their door open. He's like, how did I know you were going to say you like that porch? And then it came into my brain, well, you paint me a Birmingham, making love like the way I planned, a little house on the edge of town, porch going all the way around. Yeah.
Put her there in the front yard, swing. Cotton dress,
make it early spring.
Anyways.
I don't remember the rest of the song.
Paint me in her heart again.
Oh, okay.
Right? Something like that.
I don't remember.
I don't know. But I still have things to do, so I have to go.
Yeah.
I have
fine.
mileage. Oh, I sent you your link.
Yeah, I saw that come through. Oh, weird. Event wedding, wall crawl was canceled. I would imagine so.
Yeah, I got that too.
Everything's canceled. Life is canceled.
What? Life is canceled? I actually straightened my hair today.
I'm glad I put on pants today instead of yoga pants like I wanted to, because delivering that behemoth arrangement to that fancy neighborhood in yoga pants would not have looked good.
I don't ever do deliveries in yoga pants. I might make something in yoga pants, but for deliveries, I always wear jeans and a chef coat. Always.
Real quick, I don't know if I told you about my Black Craft Cult shirt.
Yeah. I'm going to stop recording.
It's still
you have to stop recording.
Yeah, I have to. I control the things. So then I'll keep that story for next time. So stay tuned for the Black Craft Cult shirts and my accident. Whoopsies.
Yeah, it's a nice church people. Good job.